Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are going to be here with a little bit of a different video than what we normally do. We are kind of at a spot in the railroad where quite honestly we need coal. We need coal for everything, every industry all over the joint, all the locomotives. We do have big hopper cars now to move around the coal. And fortunately, right now in the state of the game, there is a really easy way to gain coal. And so we are going to go over that today. We have kind of talked about it before. We are going to show, like, at least in my opinion, what I've seen is the easiest and fastest way to do it. So if you have coal towers around, or you're just looking to make extra money, extra XP, you want to fill stuff up, you want to store stuff, this is just kind of my suggestion of a way to do it. If you know of a better way, by all means, put it in the comments down below so, other people can use it if they like it. But with that said, we are just going to jump right into it today. So we are going to fly. As you can see, we have all our cars here all empty. We do have a little bit of coal already in the tower. We dumped 22 in there off of one of these cars when we had extra, and if you notice, we got 44 out of there. So the tower obviously acts as an industry, and it's going to give us double out what we put in it when it's on easy anyway. I don't know if this works on all difficulty settings, but I know on easy this is how it's going to work. So put it in on that side, you're going to get double out on this side. Kind of thing is with that, they did make a few things a little bit of a pain. If you notice, these cars, you can't just drop them. Well, you can drop it over there, but that's not going to unload where you need it. So it does make for a little bit of a pain in the butt. You have to have a locomotive to kind of center that. So that is one thing that you do need in the process of this. And to the best of my knowledge, hand cars will not work anymore to actually push cars around. If you find that to be different, again, by all means, mention that down below. But to the best of my knowledge, you cannot use you can't use hand cars to just shove cars around anymore. So what we will do is go ahead and drop another piece of rail here, which I think that'll work. We're just going to obviously delete that in the long run, so nothing too important there. We're going to have that. It's going to dump. And yeah, so from there, that should pretty much... Now, we'll have to actually move that one car. Let's go ahead and do that quick so we don't just make a mess. Drop it in the front. The back isn't going to matter here. We aren't going to need a lot out of the locomotive. Hopefully we have enough steam in here. Let's take the brakes off so we don't waste what little steam we probably don't have, being that we are not warmed up. Yeah, definitely not warmed up, and we have the pressure that we have in it. That's about it. Good thing is we don't have to move it far, so as long as we don't make any mistakes here or do a bunch of dumb, we should be good. Alright, so there, we'll stop that. That's pretty much all we needed. I guess we could take that back a little bit more. That should probably do her right about there. We just want to get it nice and mainly centered. Yeah, I think that'll be fine from there. So cool. We got the brakes on there. We are going to want to be flying here, and then we're just going to drop this. This kind of takes advantage of a few things that we should be able to get away with, that that we shouldn't be able to get away with, but we can get away with. So from there, we're going to just turn around and leave this run. Really is going to be the thing. We're not going to mess with that at all. You can obviously do it faster if you want to take that up and down. You can get this moving. Obviously, most people know how to speed load by now. Somewhere in here, if you had a loco hooked up to it, you could just turn around and speed load it from the cab. Would also be another option. Make it easy if you wanted to just leave a loco hooked up to that. Wouldn't be a problem. Alright, so that's going to give us... Are you dumping? Get moving. So this thing doesn't, I wish it would dump faster the further down you have it. It does not, at least that I know of. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to load from one to the other. Obviously, then that one can just keep on dumping. This one's going to hold 22, which is plenty. This also, if I'm not mistaken, is going to make us a little bit of money along the way, because I do believe we're going to get paid for these as we go too. So 1, 2, there we go. That's going to make it a full load. There we are. We're going to grab that. I guess, you know what, we don't even need, oh sure we do, we need that car there, that way we don't have to load and unload. Alright, there we go, that's going to work to there. And then we won't have to move any of these cars, we won't have to jump in and out of the loco. That's going to unload into there. And then we're going to get double back out of here. So this is going to work pretty quick. You can see the money's going up at the same time there. So, you know, for those who want to turn around and fill up coal towers, want to make extra money, you run out of fuel for your locomotive, any kind of thing like that, this is definitely going to make, you know, things really super easy. I mean, for all that matters, all you need to do is get the coal mine, you know, to drop you some coal, and after that you can just double it and fill it. You have infinite access to coal in the current state of the game, which definitely comes in handy for people. Not everybody's got tons of time to run loads or wants to run loads. This is definitely an option for that. You know, coal definitely at a premium nowadays. Everything needs it. The locomotives are taking it, industries, you know, so you definitely have plenty of use for it. You know, if you stick coal towers, you can get at least, you know, 100 held on this side. This side says it holds 500. I've honestly never pushed one up to know if you can actually drop 500 in that side, to be real. So that's another one. You know, if you have ever totally plumb filled one of these things, is that how it works? You get 500 on that side, and then obviously you can pull 100 out of this side at a time, which would really give you like 1,000. So, I mean, if you fill this thing one time, you could turn around and take that and completely fill, you know, like the smelter or any of the industries for sure that take coal. Piece of cake. Run one more of these over. And I suppose we can start the unload process there, which is where we're going to actually get paid. Yeah, so that's what we get paid for. 30 bucks a block, looks like. Yeah, 30 bucks a drop there. So that definitely comes in play. So if you're a newer player that didn't know, you know, obviously, yes, you can load from car to car, and you can also double your money currently in the coal tower by just running coal, or at least double your coal, I should say. I don't want to say double your money because it's going to obviously vary, but no problem. You can definitely get 2 for 1 out of your coal. I mean, you can get infinite use out of your coal, to be totally honest. So the coal mine is kind of like, at least in the current state, you know, bypassable if you don't want to use it. Obviously, it's there for those that want to make those runs. And not, you still definitely have to empty out the coal towers and run those, but, you know, definitely, I can't even begin to guess how much time and effort this actually saves a person. If you just want to get down to the nuts and bolts and run some coal, obviously, as you can see, this side already filling up. We started with 44 and we're already at 70 something with plenty more to go. Easy process. You don't have to jump in and out. It's not like a fast-paced process. This is something that anybody can do. You can do it with any of the size cars as well. You don't need it with the 22s. I find it just easy with the 22s because you just let that side dump, you know, all day long. I think after we get this one there, we are going to be obviously pretty close to full. We are going to have all the cars to empty out or to get filled up. So we definitely need coal in places. But this, hey, where'd you go? Alright, let's get some of this off our screen. Obviously, we're making money. We've seen that. Plenty of money. You can make it hand over fist doing this if you felt like it. I think for now we'll shut that down. Our real goal here was to kind of get the tower filled up, which I think we'll be doing a pretty good job of once we get all this going in there. That's going to be another, what, 24 by the time it hits this side, and just about plumb full. So you can see, you know, in a matter of minutes, you can really turn around and make a lot of headway with coal and or money again. You know, now it's getting hard to keep track of the money because we have a bunch of it, but in no time flat, pretty easy to make a fair amount of change and really to boost your game along. So if it's something that helps you, you know, it's an option. It's RailRoads Online. It's an open sandbox. Run it how you want to. There are plenty of things that you can do to save yourself some time. If you just want to get to the lows that you want to get to, you don't have to struggle and grind through absolutely everything. This is just one of those options. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, 95 on the coal, basically full. Dump that in there and we're definitely full. And running plenty of cars. So I think we're going to call that one a win. Hopefully it helps some people. If you like it, go ahead and drop a thumbs up. But we're going to call that one a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.